Good morning students, myself Pankaj Kumar and welcome to my class. Today we are going to discuss about proportion. So let's start. First let me tell you what is proportion. A proportion is a statement of the equality of two ratio. Okay, that means proportion shows the equality between two ratio. Let's see the example and you try to understand the concept. Okay, so here we have the example 5 is to 10 is to as 1 is to 2. The symbol which you can see here, this stand for is to as, this one, okay, is to as. Okay, so this we can write like this: 5 by 10 is equal to 1 by 2. When we reduce the term, 5 1 is 5 and 5 2 is 10. Okay, so from here also we got 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. That means these two ratios are in proportion. Okay, are in proportion. Understood? Therefore proportion shows the equality between two ratio. Okay, now the proportion has four terms. Here you can see 1 2 3 4. Okay, the proportion has four terms. The first and last terms are called extreme. The first, that means this one and this one, the first and last terms are called extreme. Okay, whereas second and third terms are called means. Okay, so here you can see 2 and 2 is what? Extreme, and 4 and 1 is means here. Okay, now how to verify two sets of ratios are proportional? So this we can verify with the help of two methods. We have two methods. Let's discuss one by one. So example, here we have 3 is to 7 is to as 9 is to 21. Okay, so method number 1. Step 1, find the product of extreme. Find the product of extreme. So we have 3 and 21 in extreme. Okay, so we have 3 and 21. So first we have to multiply 3 by 21 and we'll get 63. Then step number 2, find the product of means. That means product of 7 and 9. Okay, these are means here, 7 and 9. So now find the product of 7 and 9. When we multiply we'll get 63. Okay, so you can see here also 63 and here also. That means these fractions are in proportion. It's proved now. Okay, therefore the two ratios are in proportion. Understood? Now from here we got product of extremes is equal to product of means. Okay, product of extreme is equal to product of means. Okay, in first step we found product of extreme. In second step we found product of means. So this one came, product of extreme is equal to product of means. This is the formula. Okay, please learn. Product of extreme is equal to product of means. Okay, now same example we can solve with the help of second method. Okay, so what is the second method here? See, write the ratios as fraction and cross multiply them. Okay, in this method we have to write the ratios in fraction. Okay, let's see. 3 is to 7 is to as 9 is to 21. This we can write like this: 3 by 7 is equal to 9 by 21. 3 by 7 is equal to 9 by 21. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to do the cross multiplication. That means 3 into 21 and 7 into 9. Okay, when we multiply 3 into 21 we'll get 63 here, and when we multiply 7 into 9 then also we'll get 63. So clearly you can see both having 63. Okay, that means these ratio are in proportion. Okay, since the cross products are equal, the ratio form a proportion. Okay, so both the method we have discussed how to verify. Okay, now let's solve some question from exercise 12.2. Okay, so find the missing term. Here you can see in question 7 is to 4 is to as 49 ratio dash. This missing term we have to find out. Now how to find out? Let the missing term be x. Let the missing term be x. We are assuming x. Okay. Now this we can write, and this we are going to solve with the help of second method. Okay. Using method number 1 also we can solve, but now I'm showing you using method number 2. Okay. So this we can write like this: 7 by 4 is equal to 49 by x. Okay, because missing term we have taken here x. Okay, now what we have to do? We have to do cross multiplication. That means 7 into x, 4 into 49. Okay, when we multiply, 7 into x is equal to 4 into 49. Okay, now what we have to find out? We have to find out the value of this particular x. Okay, value of x. Okay, so this x you write as it is here. Therefore x is equal to 4 into 49 you write here, then divide by the coefficient of this x, which is here 7. Okay, x is equal to 4 into 49 divide by 7. Okay, divided by 7. Now reduce the term. 7 1 7 7 7 49. Okay, now what is left here? 4 into 7. Now multiply, you'll get 28. This is the answer of this missing term. Okay, so this is the missing term, 28. 28 will be the answer here. Okay, understood? So this is how we have to use second method to find the answer. This we can solve using method number 1 also. How to solve? The same way, we have to take this missing term x. Now according to method number 1, we have to multiply the extremes. That means 7 into x. Okay, then we got here 7 into x is equal to, then we have to multiply means, that means 4 into 49, 4 into 49. Okay, now we have to find out the value of this x. So x equal to, x equal to 4 into 49, and the coefficient of x here 7, so divide by 7. Now 7 1 is 7, 7 7 is 49. Okay, now 7 into 4, so x is equal to, we got here 28. Okay, so this is how we can solve using first method also. Understood now? Next question: 7 is to 5 is to as dash is to 30. Okay, dash is to 30. So same way, let the missing term be x. Okay, then you write in fraction 7 by 5 equal to, now x by 30. Okay, here we have taken now x. Okay, x by 30. Now do cross multiplication. That means 7 into 30 equal to 5 into x. 7 into 30 equal to 5 into x. Okay, now the coefficient of x we have here 5, so we have to divide 7 into 30 by this 5. Okay, so x equal to 7 into 30 divided by 5. Now I reduce the term. 5 1 is 5, 5 6 is 30. Okay, so finally we got x is equal to 7 into 6 42. Okay, this is the answer of this missing term. Understood? So children, today whatever I have discussed with you, I hope each and everything is clear to you. Thank you.